gotta turn the music off. So I think we're on here.
Oh, yay. Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday, everybody.
You guys,
thanks for being here.
I know. Well, welcome to our weekly, almost weekly, Saturday or Spoken Garden Live here on Saturday. We're excited to be here with you guys.
So if you were here last week, Allison wasn't here. I was solo. So I just did a bunch of Q&A. So if you missed that, go into previous week's lives, check that out. That was a lot of fun.
That was, what, and I have to say, I know a lot of you were there, and I was so thankful how supportive you guys were in the audience, because Sean was really nervous. And I
wasn't really nervous, but there was a little nervousness, because I'd never done it before by myself. So.
I would have been too. Yeah. But I watched it. I was driving I had quite a long drive that day after our presentation, and I was watching the live. So I was so proud of you. You did a great job.
She was still watching, so that's good.
I was there in spirit.
So again, happy Saturday. It is April 20th.
I know.
Wow.
Again am amazed at how fast these months are flying by.
Yeah. Tax day was a couple of days ago, so hopefully you got your taxes in or did an extension, whatever it was. But today we're going to talk about seeds. We're gonna sow herb seeds.
I know this is I'm seeing, or we're both seeing in the chat here, that basil so far is your favorite herb to grow, because there's so many options. And there's so many benefits to growing herbs. It's just they're like this wonder plant for so many different reasons.
Yep. And so, hey, if we didn't mention already, make sure to get in the chat. Put in your vote for which in general is your favorite herb to grow. And we'd love to know which one you're either growing, or you just love to grow, or you want to grow, whatever that's going to be. And herbs, they serve so many purposes in our garden. Not only do they flower and provide greenery and for the pollinators, but different pieces of those plants can be used for our own health, to make us healthier or to keep us healthy from all different kinds of things. There's sage, salvia. There's a lot of different ways to cook with that, but also put that in your tea maybe. But there's lemon balm. There's lavender? Of course, lavender. Right.
Oh, oils, one of our favorites. Well, and not only the benefits to us, there's pollinator benefits, there's deterring pest benefits, there's attracting beneficial pollinators. So, there's so many. And there's the texture, the textile piece of it too, for our senses, just having an herb garden, walking through, touching them, smelling them, observing them. There's so many different benefits. So anyway, I know. So there you go. We could go on and on. So you guys that are here with us in the chat, we would love to hear, like Sean said, what is your favorite herb? Let us know in the poll, and tell us in the comments too. What do you do with your herbs? What are some favorite? Do you have some fun ideas to share with others? Let us know.
Yep, we're going to go over 5 each of our favorites today. We've got some slides to show you. So also we're going to be doing a book giveaway.
I know. You guys,
our book.
This is such a fun book. This is we are loving this book. You can see we've enjoyed it and taken lots of notes from it. The author is a friend of ours named Sue Goetz, and we interviewed her on Instagram a few weeks back. And in fact, I've got that interview link right here if you want to check that out. Some of you might have been there in the audience, which we
maybe
thank you for that.
And you know what? So we're going to be giving 2 copies of this book away today, one each to a lucky winner. So 2 lucky winners will be getting this in the mail. So what we're going to do is we're going to run it a little bit later in the chat, or in the live, but in the chat. And I think we decided on to enter the giveaway here. Just put in the chat a book emoji and as your comment, and then we'll know you want to enter the chat, and we'll just we'll try and monitor that as best we can, and then later on we'll mention it. So when we actually, right before we run the giveaway.
And again, did we mention? Well, you can see the title. It's Complete Container Herb Gardening. This book has tons of ideas for just grouping different herbs together. She's an herb nerd, she calls herself. She's an expert landscape designer. She's an award-winning author. So this is an awesome book. We're so excited to be able to give this away.
Yep, there's a lot of different ideas in here. Here, let me set this over here so I don't spill it on the laptop. I'll look at the table of contents real quick here, and we'll just it's broken up into parts. Cultivate your herbal style, so choosing the right herbs, plants, the perfect place to grow them, how to grow herbs in containers and design that way. And then she breaks down culinary delights, herbal beverages, healing herbs. So healing. herbs. You know, I see that H, and we're talking about herbs. Yeah. Natural beauty and housekeeping, herbs for pollinators, and there's a lot of different things going on here. And then there's resources in the back. And so this is a really great book for anybody, either beginning or advanced, for growing herbs.
Yeah, definitely. We highly recommend it, you guys.
So anyway.
Like Sean said, we'll get to that a little bit later. Let's say hi to some, a lot of you are in the chat. We have,
I want to know who's here.
Pip Gordon is here. She's, hi again, Zone 7A, Maryland.
Awesome.
Trying to find some good grow bags for herbs and veggies. Ooh. We have a great suggestion for you, and we have a coupon code for you. So, and there's lots of grow bag options out there, but those of you in our audience that have watched us for a while, you know we love Smart Pots. They have like amazing stuff. I mean, we've been growing stuff in Smart Pots. This will be year 3.
We grow a lot of different things in Smart Pots. And so herbs are one of them.
Herbs, dahlias, you guys, we grew bulbs in these things and they've been doing amazing. Yeah. Let's see, all kinds of annuals, veggies.
Yeah, and they have a lot. So just to plug Smart Pots really quick here. They have a lot of different sizes, configurations. If you're looking for something small to just start your herbs in, like for seeds, they have like little 1 gallon, little tiny ones. They have a lot larger ones. They have ones that are circles. They have them in squares. They've got them in long, almost like it's very similar to a raised garden bed, a rectangular garden bed. They've got huge circles. I can't even show you how big they are, but I mean, they're 30 gallon, 50 gallon, 100 gallon. Anyway, so enough about that. I think Allison is going to put their link here in the chat. Oh, and if you do end up going there and buying anything, you can get 10% off with our coupon code Spoken Garden.
Just gonna
and so make sure to use that at checkout, and you get 10% off. So anyway, so that's our plug for that. Thank you, Smart Pots, for your Smart Pots. Anyway. Yeah.
And like Sean said, just type in Spoken Garden, all one word, is our promo code. So sorry, I didn't have this ready for you guys.
And just if you're wondering too, we're working on a promo code behind the scenes to get something for Gardener Supply. We haven't gotten there yet, but we're working on that. So if you're wondering about that, we're working on it.
Definitely.
So yeah.
So Pip Gordon, we highly recommend Smart Pots. Let us know. You know, you can always email us or reach out on social if you have any questions or want to like run some ideas by us or whatnot. But we highly recommend.
Also, really quick, if you're looking for great herbs, like seed, Eden Brothers, of course.
Oh, we do love.
We love Eden Brothers. If you don't know, we work with Eden Brothers in a couple different ways, and so go to EdenBrothers.com. We have another coupon code.
We do.
Yeah.
That's Spoken Garden as well.
That one's 15% off,
yeah,
isn't it? So that one's 15% off. So, yep. So if you're looking for seed, Eden Brothers. Boom.
We are always working to get good deals for you guys.
Enough of the plugs.
Enough plugs.
Who else is here?
Tracy's here.
Hey,
Good morning, Tracy. And Tracy, I've got you entered in the book giveaway. Awesome. So, and again, we are doing a book giveaway. We'll talk a little more about that later. But if you want to enter for an awesome herb book, just drop a book emoji in the chat, and we'll get you in the in the drawing.
Yep. And by the way, this giveaway is only for the live audience here with us. This will not, anybody watching this in the replay, you won't be able to be eligible for it. So
sorry, guys.
Just letting you know.
I know.
Yeah.
Angela F. mentioned that Angela's other favorite herb is rosemary. So,
ooh, pretty. Yeah.
Let's see. Do you what was your basil? Must have been the one you voted for, because everybody, it's 100% basil in our poll so far. Okay. So that's really fun.
Okay.
So Angela must have voted for basil and then is saying the other favorite is rosemary. It's hard to pick one. I know.
Yeah. Well, and we only get 4 options in that poll, so yeah. So we're limited a little bit.
I know. Tracy mentioned that Tracy voted for basil but has never grown it but wants to try.
Yeah, you totally should. We got a great climate for basil. It's usually grown as an annual here, though. So, but if you grow it in a pot, you can bring it inside, maybe overwinter it too.
Yeah, you might be able to continue harvesting it if you have the right sunlight. Okay, so there's a lot of, who else is here? Angela F. Oh, Angela said smiley face.
Jackie Horsley.
Jackie Horsley. Hi from
morning,
Oklahoma.
Jackie.
Hey, hi, Jackie. What is the weather like for you in Oklahoma?
Yeah.
We always love to know weather everywhere.
Also, thank you for being here.
I know. Fun. I don't even know if we mentioned that yet. We're just so happy you guys are here.
Pip Gordon's in on the book deal.
I'm entering
She's on it, folks. This is super cool.
And we'll need, eventually we'll need names and email, or we'll give you guys our email if you happen to win so that we can get your info. But don't worry about it right now.
So once you win, once we pick those winners, we'll let you know who you are. You'll need to email us at seanandallison@spokengarden.com, and we'll exchange all the information to get the books to you in a week or two. So we didn't really mention that yet. So cool. And Miss Alex M., thank you for being here. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm trying to crack the Rosemary code. Okay. Yeah. Oh, which part of the Rosemary code are you trying to crack? The propagation, the just regular growing, how to use it in your garden? We'd love to know. So.
I know, that is a fun question.
Yeah.
Want to know. And also to follow up, Miss Alex M., where are you gardening? What zone? Oh, did you say? Detroit. It is rainy and 46.
Oh my gosh, it's a little cool there.
A little cool.
Yeah. Well, we hope it warms up for you.
I know. I'm thinking, okay, so Michigan, Rosemary really likes a dry, like they're a Mediterranean herb, right? Like kind of like similar to lavender, where they don't like their feet wet. They don't want to be in any standing water.
We don't have rosemary.
I know we don't have. I don't know if we have any left.
Yeah, I'm not sure about its. I'm not 100% on its zone hardiness, but you can always grow it in a container, Miss Alex M., and then bring it out when it's nice and warm, and then make sure it stays a little bit on the drier side, because it does like a little bit drier, like really well draining soil, and full sun, of course, full sun. Yep. And so we've noticed our rosemary. In the past, when we've grown it in containers, it does really well in either terracotta clay or the glazed clay containers, because they retain heat from the day, and then it radiates around and up, to the plant. So they really, really enjoy that.
I know. I'm glad you. And I was thinking some other tips. We had a rosemary that we were able to live over for like 3 or 4 years, and it got huge. It was beautiful, and finally, unfortunately, didn't make it over a couple winters ago. But it got too wet.
It got root rot.
That's right.
Yep. They got root rot.
Got too wet.
Yep.
But one thing that was really helpful is if you have any kind of like, again, in a pot, and then also like surrounded by rock or concrete, or like if you have the pot on top of something like that that's going to retain heat from the bottom. Yeah. We found that was really helpful as well.
Yeah, and if you want to really get technical, take those rock or any kind of rock, use it as a mulch around on top of the soil of that plant. And this goes for rosemary. This goes for a lot of different herbs. They do like that heat. So yeah, but use the rock. You can get river rock, smaller, bigger, doesn't matter. But put it around the plant to cover the soil as a mulch, and then that'll create even more heat for that residual heat.
Right. So you have like bottom and top heat, just like an oven.
You might have to water it a little bit more.
I know, it might dry out.
Yeah.
But it might be actually really happy too.
Yeah.
So rosemary's a fun one. We absolutely love rosemary.
The germination actually and propagation.
Oh, what kind of propagation?
Alex M, yeah. Oh. Well, so we've grown the rosemary, just for your information. We've grown the rosemary from cuttings before, and we've taken many different cuttings, and we did a little experimentation with those in previous videos in previous years. I think that was 2020.
I know. I want to say 2020.
And we did. I think we also did some cuttings possibly in 2021. So we have videos on that in our video library here on YouTube if you're interested. Maybe watching those. We tried in just soil with no root hormone. We tried it in soil with root hormone, and then we did it in water without any root hormone. And I can't remember what the success rate was, but we had a lot of rooting.
We had a lot of rosemary.
Yeah.
So that was an old video. I want to. Okay, I can't remember.
What's
so Tracy, continuing on. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Miss Alex M., for letting us know.
Yes.
And Tracy mentioned that her rosemary died over the winter, and she didn't know that she needed to bring it in. I mean, because I believe it is hardy down to like zone 8. Maybe.
So I'm glad you brought that up, Tracy. Rosemary is hardy in our area. It should be okay. It should be fine. We were just speaking with for Miss Alex A., I think, or Miss Alex M. She said she was in Detroit, and it's a lot colder there. So we were just saying for her, to be a little bit more clear on that, we were saying for her and her climate to bring it inside during the winter. But you can do that here if you want to, Tracy. but it is hardy in our area. So just make sure we're clear on that. So, yeah. It does need really well draining soil. It is very susceptible to root rot if it's in like even partial shade to mostly shade, and it gets really wet, like all the wet, the wetness that we get around here, just all of the rain. If that soil isn't draining really well and it doesn't dry out fast enough, a lot of rosemary will get, or at least around here, it'll get that root rot. And so and ours started out really slowly because we had our rosemary in potting soil. And so it was draining really well, but over a couple of years, it just literally succumbed to this root rot. It just, we didn't keep it dry enough. We watered it probably a little too much during the drier times of year. And then during the wetter times of year, it just stayed too wet around those roots, and it just slowly rotted the plant out. On the canopy, it just slowly started dying back from one side to the next. And it was crazy to see.
That was just last year, wasn't
it? Yeah. We removed it this fall.
Oh, right. Okay. I was thinking.
It was in a pot. It was in a terracotta pot, and we removed it this fall because it was completely dead.
I forgot about that.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. We were talking also, we're still talking about rosemary. We have, where we live right now, our garden's in a different location, but our current, where we're staying, there's some big, huge rosemary plants. And we were thinking we've got some pruning to do. So we might be actually taking some cuttings.
Yeah, we can, Miss Alex A, we can take some cuttings.
We should do a video.
Put that on a little bit of a video, and maybe that'll help you out. We don't have any root hormone here. It's in Tacoma.
I think you're right. Okay.
Yep. But we'll get it here one of these days and bring it out here and get her done. So, whoa, look at all you guys in the book giveaway.
I'm sorry, I'm taking a minute away. I've got Valerie. I'm just getting you entered, and I know you. We wanted to say hi to Valerie.
Good morning, Valerie.
We've been talking about rosemary because we love rosemary. But Valerie, thanks for joining us today. We hope you're doing well. Valerie said tons of gardening jobs today. Finishing cutting grass, weed whacking, spreading more mulch, transplanting some winter sown seeds.
Really busy. Yeah, it's supposed to be great weather for it this weekend. So. Little cooler today, but drying out tomorrow, supposedly in the forecast, and then further on through the next week, it's supposed to be dry. So that's great.
I know. A little bit of rain around here in the PNW would be nice, though, because it has been so dry lately.
Yeah, it's been a little bit dry spring.
Kind of a dry, yeah. It's kind of interesting.
With all this, if you want to keep on that, I'll open up the slideshow here and let's get a move on.
Yeah, I know, you guys. Let's see if we haven't. Let's see, Alex M. I'm entering. Okay, we've got at least 6 of you in the drawing so far, and I will double check that I got everybody because we don't want to miss any of you. And again, if you're just joining us, go ahead. If you're just joining us and you're like, what in the world are you all talking about? We are talking about herbs today. We're really excited to dive into that in just a minute. And we're giving this awesome, awesome book away that our friend wrote, Sue Goetz. She's a fellow author at the same publisher that we have. And she wrote this great container book. And you can see we've been loving it so far. Lots of sticky notes, lots of notes. She has some really fun project kind of, I can't remember if she called them recipes, but it's like different herb pairings. Like if you want a hummingbird, container kind of area, which plants would pair really well together. So, yes.
There's a lot in this book. So we'll just put that back down there.
So, Miss Alex M., I got you in the drawing, no problem. And Jackie Horsley. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to get this up
Got you all. I know. Let's do some more herbs.
Shrinking this down. We got some stuff to do here today.
Oh, and hi to Kevin from Hawaii. I see Kevin's here.
Oh, good morning, Kevin.
Hi, Kevin. How are you doing today?
Aloha.
I know. Aloha.
Yeah. So, okay, guys. So while Allison's doing that, I'm going to get into the slides here because we got to keep things rolling along. So really cool to check in with everybody, though, and really happy to hear everything you guys have going on in your gardens this weekend. So today, yes, talking about herbs. We're going to sow some herbs. And so we're going to show you 10 herb picks that we like. So 5 of Allison's faves,
Yay.
5 of my faves. And then we're going to start sowing them here. We're going to do 2 seeds each. 2 different herbs each, sow them live here with you guys. And we've got 2 different ways we're going to sow them. We're going to sow them in soil, in seed starting soil, and then we're going to sow them using the paper towel method.
Which is always fun. You know, I've been loving the paper towel method this year for some reason. It's so easy, and I love watching them germinate. The trick is getting them from the paper towel into the soil when you transplant them. You have to be very careful.
Yeah,
I messed up on a few of those tweezers.
Tweezers are important. So you don't hurt those the new growth, the new roots coming out of that seed. So all right, here we go. So that's what we're doing today. So first up, one of Allison's picks here.
All right, I'm up.
You're up. Okay.
I want to actually hold my seeds.
Okay.
So a great herb that we love growing, that we're really excited because we haven't sown this in a couple years, is calendula. Calendula has so many awesome benefits, but one reason I chose it is because not only do I love the benefits of it, but I love daisy-shaped flowers. And this is definitely, as you can see, it's got, you know, the rays and the typical daisy look to it. This is grown as an annual here in the Pacific Northwest. If you're above zones 9, or if you're in zones 9 through 11, you can grow it as a perennial and it'll just keep coming back. So that's pretty fun. It definitely needs full sun. So what we're doing, probably might sow this today on camera, but we'll get to that in a little bit. But there's, you can see the sowing information. We're going to do indoor sowing, even though this could be outdoor sown at this point in our area. If you've already had your last frost, you can sow this outside. It's pretty hardy, actually. It's the one thing with calendula, it's kind of sticky when you go to harvest it. So there's, you know, I don't know, just something to be aware of. But there's so many benefits to using it. A lot of people use it medicinally or for different types of like lotions or other things if you're interested in learning about that. We actually have a good friend who does a lot of Janice Cox, who she takes herbs and she grows herbs all over her garden, and then she turns them into lotions and salves, and
she's known at Natural Beauty.
Yeah,
so Natural Beauty, all one word. That's how she's known. That's her call sign or whatever handle on social media. So if you ever want to know more about those types of things, using herbs or anything in lotions and different ways for personal health care, she's definitely a great source.
Yeah, she's awesome.
So
so calendula is a favorite. I'm going to sow. We've got some great, beautiful seed that they're not even selling anymore, because if you're familiar with Floret flowers, they actually do their own seed now that they've actually produced on their farm, but they used to use or sell seed from other places that they would sell as their own. And this is Bronze Beauty calendula, and it's beautiful. Sorry.
And by the way, everybody, we're going to have links for all of these that we're presenting down in the description. We haven't put them in there yet, and sorry about that. That's something I usually take care of. So I didn't do it yet. I will get it done after our presentation here, after the live, and we'll have those down below.
That's yeah. You guys will love these. And two of you in the chat here, Valerie and Angela, both have said they sowed calendula in their winter jugs.
Cool.
So yay.
All right, guys.
You guys are on it, and we're all in this together.
And also make sure to, when you plant these out in your garden, they will spread. They do become acclimatized very easily, at least in the Pacific Northwest here.
Point.
Also, so Pacific Northwest, including Washington, Oregon, definitely in California, they kind of spread. They're not too invasive, but they will kind of spread around your garden if the conditions are right. So just keep that in mind.
Good call.
Well,
good call. Okay.
All right.
What is next? I can't even remember the order that I put these in. There's no particular top, like first or second or third. These are just kind of all great ones. They're all in the top 5. So next would be a Monarda, this is actually a native Monarda. It's known, the common name is wild bergamot. So this is a botanical interest seed pack. Excuse me. I'm super excited for us to sow this year because it is deer resistant. So we're gonna try to grow this here in our ocean garden, and we're gonna get the seed started today, and then we're gonna transplant it out and see how it does. So, with any deer resistant, usually deer don't like things that are smelly or have any type of foliage that has texture on it or any they're not going to be attracted to that. And this is definitely a fragrant flower, as most herbs are. So there's always a chance they'll take a nibble or two off of some things. So maybe we'll grow a lot of it and hope that they don't get to all of it.
Yeah, that's something everybody kind of misses, is when things are called deer resistant. If it's not a big enough plant, usually like a seedling, the deer are going to come and taste test it. They taste test everything, and then they know whether they like it or not. And if they don't like it, they're still going to taste test most of them. So if you don't have a big enough plant to take all that taste testing that's going to happen, they could literally eat it down to nothing, because they're just little taste tests here and there and there and there and there, and it can kill a plant pretty fast. So keep that in mind when you're growing these. You might have to protect them a little bit in certain areas of your garden until they get bigger.
I know, I'm always nervous to have anything out where the deer, because deer typically will not touch the rosemary. I mean, they shouldn't. It's deer resistant, but we go outside in our front yard and they've nibbled off like all the new growth,
or they've laid right down against it or on it, and they break all the old branches, and it's interesting to watch.
That is crazy. I forgot that they do that.
It's an interesting experience.
So it's kind of like, okay, well, hopefully they won't get to this one, but highly recommended. Now this again, this is a Monarda that's native east of the Rockies. It's hardy in zones 3 through 9, so you could plant this and have this become a perennial. It might take a couple years to kind of grow to its full size, which I didn't put full size on there.
That specific one.
This specific one. No, I don't see it on here.
Is it on the front?
I don't see it. Sorry, I didn't get that info for you guys, but yeah, I don't see it. Okay. It's probably inside the packet.
Yeah, Botanical Interest does some interesting things with it. Or they used to. I don't know if they still do now, because they're under new ownership.
I mean, I think good point. But they have a lot of really cool info, though. You just have to like carefully peel open and lay out the whole inside of the package, and they have all this
There's lots of printing on the inside of care information and interesting historical information. Oh, well, there you go.
I wrote it right on top here. I'm just not awake yet. It's going to grow up to 5 feet tall. It's literally like the first note I wrote on there. Not awake. Okay. In the chat, if you guys have ever grown or if you're growing any type of Monarda, let us know in the chat, because that is a beautiful one. Mm-hmm. Not only do I'm back to this. Not only is it deer resistant, but it's going to attract a whole bunch of pollinators. So that is great. Oh, one of our fave plants, salvia. This is early bonfire from Botanical Interest. This is actually kind of an older seed packet that we're going to see if it's still viable, because I think this was from maybe 20 or 21. Does it say 20? So any type of salvia is fine in our book. We grow perennial salvia. This is an annual salvia in our zone.
Yeah. So there's annual salvia, there's herbaceous perennial salvia, and then there's hardwood salvia. We're going to have all three, or we do have all three in our garden.
And you can't go wrong, because they're just amazing. Hummingbirds are super attracted to salvia, especially this is more of the type that has the long tubular flowers, which hummingbirds love. So plus it's a red flower, as you can see on the picture there. So it's beautiful. It needs full sun. It's going to thrive in an average well-draining soil. Now again, this could be sown outdoors right now, direct sown, but we're going to go ahead and start these inside just to be safe.
Yeah, everything's being started inside.
Oh, and Miss Alex says, so far I'm growing all of them are growing. She's growing in her winter jug. So
far. Good job. Okay. Nice. You're on it.
And thank you, Valerie. I know I'm not awake yet either, so I appreciate that you're not awake either. We're not awake all together here. There are a lot of types of salvia. Valerie said she didn't know there were so many, and plants are just amazing.
Okay, so
what's next?
Up.
So anything with the word lemon in it is like, I'm sold. What about you? You like lemon?
I like all plants.
We like all plants.
I like all plants equally. No, I'm kidding. I have my favorites.
We there's some you like better than others, but when I see that word lemon, I'm like, sold, done. I don't even care what it is. But this happens to be lemon basil, which those of you that said 100% basil is your favorite herb to grow, have you ever tried lemon basil? Or there's all kinds of other basils, that they've like marketed as different, I can't even think of any right now, but there are others. But lemon basil has this amazing smell, and it's so fun to put in salads. It just adds that little bit of something, and then you can use it medicinally, and oils would be another way to use it. So this is a really fun one that we're going to start, and it germinates really quickly, only in about 5 to 10 days. So that's always nice.
Oh yeah, fast germination.
Fast germination. So the next one, I believe. is another lemon. People have mixed reviews on this one, lemon balm. Now, again, it's a lemon, so of course I love it, but lemon balm can be very invasive. It can literally take over. I mean, it's like a mint, right? It's like you need to keep it contained in a container. So if you're thinking of growing lemon balm, we highly recommend put it in a container because it will spread everywhere unless you don't care, and then you have lemon balm everywhere. But it is a perennial. It is a perennial in zones 3 through 7. Ours comes back. We're actually up. We're in zone 9A now. We were in 8B. Now it's jumped up to 9A with the change in the
USDA hardiness zones change. Yeah.
So we have changed a little bit, but ours is coming back. It's still growing and thriving in our garden. So they give some fun examples of, and I know we know some people that do this too, but they put the leaves in like iced tea and just kind of let it flavor, or you could even do lemon balm and leaves in your water. Then there's lots of other medicinal and aromatherapy.
We like these in our. I like them in my mojitos.
Oh yeah, that's a fun.
When I can get a mojito.
I forgot about that.
So yeah, good stuff. So anything going on before I jump in?
Pipgorn just mentioned Pipgorn grows the purple salvias from the local garden center. Ooh, great choice. Awesome. They said it's deer resistant. So again, deer resistant could mean that they might try it. It doesn't mean it's proof. There's nothing that's, like you said, there's nothing deer proof.
No. Because they have to try it. They have to taste test everything. And so to give you for another example, we have something called a ceanothus plant. Oh. It's a huge, it can get really big. A lot of ceanothus can get really big, like, 10, 15 feet tall, at least here in the Pacific Northwest. We have one out in the front of the house, and it's like a little hedge in front of the house there. We don't have to do really any pruning on it because the deer come up and they keep it just perfectly like shaved on the top and the sides because they're always coming over and nibbling on it, on all the new growth. It's almost perfect. I literally have to do maybe just a little bit of pruning of some areas that they literally can't get to up against the house that just grow straight up. But they keep the whole thing hedged for us. We really don't have to do anything. No. And that plant is, I don't even know if it's deer resistant. It does okay because it's so big. So, looks like we might have lost our feed there on the camera. So, okay, might have to reestablish that. Sorry, guys. We'll figure that out there. Yeah. So just give us a minute there.
Let's see. Do you want me to
go? Yeah, no. Just hold on there. Oh, it might have timed out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on there, guys. Our camera might have timed out on us. Nothing yet. Yeah, you okay? It's tight quarters here, guys, so we got wires everywhere, and just give us a moment. Sorry about this.
Yeah, you guys let us know in the chat. Are there any new herbs you want to try? I know Tracy mentioned that you're going to do an herb tower you were thinking, and I think that is an awesome idea.
So really quick, is that on? Is it showing a picture? Oh, it's not. So you know what I do is I usually turn it off and turn it back on.
All right, guys, let's see if that
the battery might have went out on it. Okay. Yeah. Oh, no. Okay, we're back.
Hey, you guys get to be behind the scenes here for a minute.
All right, guys.
Well, that's weird. Nice. That usually doesn't happen.
And that's okay. Things happen for a reason.
Okay, well, so I need to walk in front of the camera, so excuse me.
Yep.
I'll go this way.
No problem.
I'll go this way.
Oh, okay. All right.
Carry it on.
You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. It's coming up from the ground. Woo! Okay, there we go.
I made it.
All right. Nicely done. Thank you, honey.
Okay.
All right.
Well, that's fun. Okay, well, here we are. Now Sean's turn. Well, actually, let's take a quick pause here. And those of you that are joining us, or hopefully you're still here.
We're going to go full screen.
We had a little tech screen there, issue for a minute there, or tech issue. But if you're just joining us and you're here in the chat, we are doing a book giveaway in a few minutes here, probably maybe like 5-10 minutes. Something like that.
I guess I'm talking fast. Okay.
Oh, no, maybe not. No time limit. Let's back up on that. But we would love for you to enter. Just drop a book emoji in the chat, or just verbal, or like just chat out that you would like to enter the giveaway, and we will enter you.
2 winners. We're going to have 2 winners.
That'll be fun.
So, all right.
You guys are awesome. Thank you for hanging on through that.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
I want to check our chat or our poll here too. We've had, let's see, it's kind of all over the board now. It's still basil in the lead as a favorite herb to grow. Okay. Second place is lavender, and which we had lavender seed somewhere. I don't think we brought it out.
We didn't bring it in here, no.
That kind of needs to be started a lot earlier, but
yeah.
And then other, tell us in the chat.
It just changed. All the numbers just updated.
And it just updated.
They keep
that's
changing.
So fun.
You guys are fun. You keep getting in there. Cool.
Basil's still.
Well, guys, so I'm going to jump in here. Okay. So my first pick is what's called ashwagandha, and you can get it from a lot of different sources. This is a really fun plant because it's a really old plant. It's been used in ancient Hindu culture. It's been used in Africa. It still is in both those cultures used today and on those continents or subcontinents, I guess in India's case. And so this is an herb. It's used for mainly its roots, and it's grown for its roots. Then the roots are cut up, dried, ground up, and they're used in a lot of different things. But it's great for either men or women for mood boosters, either testosterone or estrogen regulation in your body. And so it helps with, keeping you more of in a happier mood than, letting you get down to the doldrums there. It definitely helps with blood pressure. There's a lot of different reasons to take this, use this. It's an herbal supplement, obviously, but I've got some seeds here. Now, this was a gift from my brother a couple years ago, back in 2021. And so this was, I'll have a link down below for this. Strictly Medicinal Seeds is where this was grown. And they're down in Oregon, Williams, Oregon. So just do a shout out there. These are fun little seeds. You have to literally start them now, grow them in full sun areas. The soil temperature has to be a little bit warmer. It's not hardy really in our area. You can grow it here, but only as an annual. And really, if you want to grow it to harvest it, you have to grow it as an annual. You have to literally harvest the plant, dig it up. So they can be perennials, you can see on the screen, zones 9 through 12. But if you want to harvest this, it's an annual plant because you grow it all the way through to the fall, and then you harvest it, get it to that maturity rate as big as you can, large enough roots, and then you just harvest it and do what you got to do. There's a lot of information out there for ashwagandha, and there's a couple different kinds, not only the Withania somnifera, that's one to say 10 times fast. So, but these are really great, and so we're going to grow these this year. Really fun to grow. So if you've never tried it before, give it a try. Really fun. Yeah, and again, all the links for all of these seeds will be down below if you want to try these specific ones or find some that are similar.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah, that's we don't have it up on the screen there, but you can sow these seeds about an eighth to a quarter of an inch, so deep, and they will germinate in 1 to 4 weeks. They're a little bit longer germination, but they can be if the conditions aren't right. But you'll see. If you grow it, it's fun.
Oh, that's fun. Miss Alex M said she uses the supplement and wants to grow it in Detroit.
Cool.
That's super cool.
Yeah, I take it too. Yeah, it's fun to take. It does help. It's a really great herbal supplement. So
someday we'll have a lot more room to grow a lot more ashwagandha.
I know. I want to grow a whole crop of it and go through the whole thing, the whole process. So number 2, borage. Borage. You might have heard of this before, maybe not, but great. This is a great herb. This is botanical interest of the seed packet we have here. And so this is, it's just borage. There's no specific cultivar or variety on this. It will germinate in 5 to 20 days. Really cool. That's pretty fast. It can be. So you can see up there on the screen, full sun. There's its zones. Yeah, we've actually grown this and had it over winter in our old Tacoma house property. That was really fun. What you do is you can see up on the screen there, you harvest the young leaves and have the flowers. You can harvest the flowers and even the young stems too. But it's great for obviously a cover crop. Garnish. I've seen it as a garnish before from restaurants that we've been to. Summer drinks. Yeah, it has kind of almost like a spiciness to it. So it can really spice up, pun intended, your drinks.
Huh.
So I don't know if I'd put it in my mojito, but it's definitely something you could put in maybe your tea or something else kind of like a tea. So yeah, so yep, we'll get these links in there. So moving on.
Borage is a fun one.
Yeah. So next up, Moroccan cilantro coriander. Now you might not know this, but cilantro and coriander, it's literally the same plant. They're two different kinds of crops, or thought of as different herbs, maybe, but it's basically from the same plant. It's just cilantro's the leaves, and the coriander's the seeds. But they're from the same plant. You can use it in cooking, salsas, all sorts of stuff. Excuse me. So yeah, these are really great. This is from Botanical Interest. I can't really, we're small right now. So, but yeah, this is from Botanical Interest. These germinate in 10 to 15 days, so pretty fast germination. That's great. And yeah, and you can see right there in the screen, there's a lot of different uses for it. Really cool. So yeah, I just like the smell of it. And, also salsa. Who doesn't really like salsa? I mean, come on. So
we need to make there's a lot of different herb arrangements. You could make like a salsa container with just all the herbs and different things that you need. I really want to do that.
I know, that'd be fun. All right, so next up, pick number 4, Mammoth Long Island Dill. Dill is so cool. Dill is used in so many different types of cooking recipes. And also, I remember dill being used in a lot of canning. My mom used to do a lot of canning when I was younger, and she would use dill in canning up pickles and different types of things you would can up. It was really fun, and it adds a lot of sweetness and just a different tangy taste to things. So it's really cool. These germinate right here. These are 10 to 21 days. This is from mvseeds.com, which is Mountain Valley Seed Company. So we haven't gotten some seed from them in a little while. So this is a little bit older of a pack. Yeah, this was packaged in 2019. So the germination rate might not be the best, but we'll hedge our bets with about 5 or so seeds per seed cell tray. If we were in a seed tray, we'd do the cells. We put like 5 or so seeds in each little cell. That'll hedge our bets for at least some germination with this older seed. So if you have older seed, you can use that strategy too. So yeah, you can harvest a lot of the dill in 60 to 70 days. So it's not that long, a little over 2 months. Really cool. And it's pretty versatile. It's a really hardy plant too, dill is. So be careful if it grows really well in your garden, because it might spread.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And so next up, lastly, clary sage. Now this seed packet, this is not clary sage. This is a different seed packet, but this is from Eden Brothers, and we'll have a link down below. Clary sage white swan. And so this is a fun and unique sage. It has white flowers, white foliage, really beautiful. You can see how striking it is there on the screen. So not only is it great to use in a lot of different ways for the aromatherapy and other ways you can use sage, but it's just strikingly beautiful out in your garden. So you'll get that texture, that color, that wowness also in your garden when you grow this. So really fun. And this is, Salvia horminum. So really cool. I like saying Latin, like practicing. So anyway, so those are my picks. Oh, and this clary sage from Eden Brothers will germinate in 10 to 15 days. So yeah, again, it's a really fast germination.
I know. I'm sorry.
Rate.
I didn't go over the germination rates with.
That's all right. We can have a lot of that information too down below later on.
Yeah.
So
sorry, I didn't tell you guys that.
It's all good. It's all good.
Let's see. People are chiming in. Or Angela F says she's trying dill this year. So excited.
Nice. Yay. Woo.
Miss Alex M says she's growing dill for butterflies.
Oh, okay. Right on.
I love that.
Right on. Yeah, that's really fun.
So yeah, there's so many, I know. And Sobiles 99, thank you for joining us, by the way. We haven't said hi.
Thanks for being here.
Dill has nice architecture too, they mentioned. So
it does. You're right.
I want to mention another comment back to your borage pick, which I love borage too. Soviles 99 says every person with a vegetable garden should have borage self-seeding in it.
There's that there if you want to look at that. Yeah. Again,
that's a fun one.
Our seed right here for borage is for with botanical interest. So, so should we sow some seeds?
I think we should sow some seeds, and then we'll do our book giveaway, which there are 12 people currently entered in the herb book giveaway. Woohoo! So awesome. Once we pick winners and stuff, we will put our email on here because we're going to need you, whoever the winners are, and we'll explain this more detail, but we'll need your, we probably should have mentioned this is a US only contest. So hopefully that still works for everybody.
Yeah.
So
it's been a while since we've done a live.
I know. I'm kind of like out of it today too.
It's really fun. So
our publisher really can only send to US addresses, and it needs to not be a PO box. So just kind of throwing that out there and just in advance. So I'm going to do that.
But it is what it is, because if you're going to be a winner, you're going to be a winner.
But you know what? I should have put this in here, in the chat here for you guys. I wanted to drop the book link in here just so you could check it out. Totally forgot to do that.
That's okay. There's kind of a lot going on.
Here's the book, and this includes a link. Oh, oops. Jeez. I didn't even put the link together with my comment there. But this link will go to Amazon, and this is an affiliate link for us. We have to declare that. It's no cost to you, but if you do happen to purchase the book, we will get a little bit of a commission on that, which actually is really cool because it helps us run all the things that we do for you guys. So we really appreciate that. Okay.
All right.
Sean is waiting for me to grab all the sewing
We've got some things.
I'm not really sure how. And so, okay, you guys can see we've got 2 little pony packs full of some just basic, just kind of potting soil, I guess. Right.
Sure. You grabbed it this morning. I don't know what. I don't know.
I think that was potting soil.
It was. So, and then for the paper towel method, we've got these little containers here. We've got our paper towels.
And we've got our spray bottle over here.
Yep. So you want to do the paper towels first?
Sure. That's an easy one. And I know somebody,
lost the feed again. Sorry, guys. We'll get this figured out really quick. Allison's on the move.
I'm on the move. If you want to sow seeds with us, now would be a good time to grab what you need. And that would include, if the paper towel method's really fun and easy, especially if you like watching things happen and you like, or you have kids and you want to.
Oh, we're back on.
We're back.
Keeps timing out. Sorry, guys. We're sorry that keeps happening. This is a new development for us. This usually doesn't happen.
Fine.
So yeah, we're good right now. So if you want to,
need to
come on back.
Hi everybody. Here I go.
Figured out. Oh, okay. All right. We're good. Looking good.
Live means live, and you guys get to experience the fullness with us.
Yes, you get to have this experience of live, funness. Anyway, okay, so here we go.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so the question is, which 2 do I want to start? Because there's like so many.
We're only going to sow 2 seeds, different seeds each today.
Okay.
So
I think I'm going to do lemon basil, just because why not? So Sean's going to start by, we're going to spray down the water. You need to keep the paper towel moist, like the whole time they're germinating. And honestly, that's probably the hardest part of this whole process, is just remembering to check and make sure it's moist.
Yep. So the paper towel method, what you're doing is you are mimicking the seed in soil, being surrounded by moist soil to get it to germinate. But this is a fun way to not only see how the seeds germinate, how fast they germinate, and to watch them, but also you can use this to test how viable or how likely your seeds are to actually germinate. And so if you take 10 seeds, you can use 10 seeds or 20 seeds at a time with this method, and you just place them in here and then keep the paper towel moist, watch and observe them every day to see when they germinate. And then what you do, if you're testing viability, count how many of those seeds out of how many you planted actually germinated, and that gives you a percentage really quickly of how viable your seeds are. It gives you a germination rate. So it could be 90%, it could be 20%, whatever that percentage is of those seeds that germinated from the total you sowed in the paper towels.
So I'm going to start with lemon basil. I'm literally just going to drop them in. Luckily, you can probably see those. I'm literally just kind of throwing them in. We'll get these, I might throw a few more in because these seeds are tiny and there's so many of them in the pack. So I'm okay if I do too many. Again, the trick to these is just keeping them moist. And it's when you get to the point where they are germinated and you're ready to transplant them into soil, be very careful with their tiny little fragile selves, because you need to probably use some tweezers to transplant them out. And that's the biggest thing.
To be really clear with people, these seeds don't require a seed treatment before they're sown, so they don't need to be scarified. They don't need to be cut into. They don't need to be soaked. Some seeds do, just saying that. So, but these seeds do not.
Okay.
A lot of these herb seeds don't need that.
Yeah.
And that makes it really fun.
So we're going to go a little quicker now so we don't have another camera glitch, but that is basically all I'm going to do. I forgot to make tags, so I'm going to keep the seed packet next to these so I don't get these mixed up. And I'll just add tags later.
You're up, kid.
You can do that one if you don't mind. I'll get this going.
Oh, I wanted to do
you want to do paper towel?
I want to do a paper towel too.
I wasn't ready for it. Okay, so I was going to do salvia and the paper towel, so let's get some calendula sewn. These need to be sewn at a 1/2 inch deep.
While you do this, I'm going to do the ashwagandha. We're going to move right along here. So another thing to think about is for the paper towel method, it works well for a lot of different seeds, but if your seeds need more darkness than light to germinate, because some seeds need dark, some need light, they'll sense that. And so paper towel method works really well for seeds that need more light than dark. So keep that in mind also.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
If you're wondering what I'm doing, if you're new to our channel, this is our own tool that we create for seed sowing and transplanting. It's called this is a Divi XL. I know, Valerie, you have one and you've used it, and we really appreciate you showing that on Instagram, by the way. That was super cool.
That was really fun to see, Valerie. Yeah.
Really cool. And we're just so thrilled that it's helpful for you. That is the whole thing of this. So I'm making little 1/2 inch seed holes using the pre-measured rings that we have on our Divi XL. And then I'm going to drop.
How deep are you doing them?
1/2 inch.
1/2 inch. Cool.
So I'm dropping calendula seeds in the holes right now. And a lot of you already said that you sowed this using the winter seed method or the jugs. So that's super fun. We have a lot of jugs that we are ready to have transplanted. Ready to move out. Wow. I'm not sure, you guys, what is going on with our camera today.
Yeah, sorry, guys. We're
really sorry. I think we should probably do our book giveaway in just a sec here.
Yeah, we don't have to. I'll do the borage off screen here.
Really sorry, you guys. We're having some camera tech issues here today, and we're going to have to figure out what's going on. So I think I'm just going to wait over here actually, you might need my help. So you guys, those of you, we'll give you a sec to kind of think it's a temperature thing.
Oh, it could be.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'm burying your seeds right now on camera. Yep.
Okay, we are going to get this going before we lose our camera again. And we'll probably be on our phone next week. By the way, next week's live is going to be live from our friend Cindy's yard.
Oh, yeah.
And we're super excited to introduce you to her if you haven't met her yet. And yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. So,
well, and she already has her own YouTube channel, and she's getting it started, and we're helping her along with some of that process. So that's fun too. But she's at Garden Revelry on YouTube, and so if you want, go check her channel out, and then she'll get some new videos up pretty soon.
Yeah, very soon. Okay, so those of you that have entered the book giveaway, let's do this so we don't lose our camera again. So we have 12 of you entered, and I have all your names in a little website that has a little spinny wheel, kind of like a Wheel of Fortune thing. We always use this for giveaways. It's super fun.
I'll do drum roll.
All right, ready?
Ready. Here we go, guys.
First winner is...
Drum roll, please.
First winner. Valerie!
Valerie, yay!
Valerie's name came up. Okay, so Valerie, you know the drill because you have won other things from us before, which is super cool.
To be super clear, though, Valerie, please email us with your shipping, your mailing information at Sean and Allison at spokengarden.com, and we'll get this. We'll get your information to the publisher to mail this out to you. So awesome! Congratulations, Valerie.
Next winner. Spinning the wheel. Hands off. Literally not picking these. Totally random. Okay. Yay. So the winners, and it's like an initials PVJSLJ.
Woo!
Woo! So if you're here in the chat, that's the thing. We need you to, so Valerie's here and saw that. So yay.
Why don't we put our email in the
here's our email
chat there. So yep, please email us at the email that Allison's putting in the chat with your mailing information. So we can get you your copy of your book, the complete herb guide.
Email us. So it looks like so again, PVJSLJ handle is our second winner. So yay, you guys will both win a copy of this awesome book.
PB&J and Valerie. Sorry, I can't see it very. It says PBJSLJ. Sorry.
That's cute. I like that. Sounds like PB&J. So, yeah, I know, congrats winners, Tammy said. Huge congrats to you guys. And stay tuned. We are going to have more book giveaways and other giveaways coming up throughout the rest of the year. It's taken just some time to kind of get it organized. And but here we are in April, and it's super useful, hopefully now for you.
So, and guys, with that, before the camera goes fritzos on us again, we're going to say thank you for being here. It's been really fun talking about herbs and sowing herbs with you guys, talking with you in the chat. Congratulations again to the book winners.
Huge congrats.
And we are definitely going to see you next week live, like Allison already mentioned, and I'll mention again, live with our friend Cindy Funes up in Seattle. And we're going to be doing container gardening and some different things. So stay tuned for that and have a great weekend.
Have so much fun in your garden this weekend, and we hope to see you next week.
So bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.